The CFMoto 800NK is one of those motorcycles that immediately grabs your attention the second you see it, and honestly, it feels like CFMoto is no longer trying to catch up to the big brands anymore. The 2026 model looks confident, aggressive, and modern in a way that genuinely competes with some of the most popular naked bikes on the American market right now. From the sharp LED headlight setup to the muscular fuel tank and exposed frame design, everything about this motorcycle screams street fighter attitude. It has that bold naked bike personality riders in the US love, especially people who want something sporty and powerful without jumping into the ultra-expensive premium category. What really surprised me about the 800NK is how premium it actually feels in person. Sometimes bikes look good in pictures but feel cheap up close, and this honestly doesn't have that problem. The build quality feels solid, the switchgear feels modern, and the TFT display gives the whole motorcycle a high-tech vibe the moment you turn it on. Sitting on the bike, the riding position feels aggressive enough to stay exciting but still comfortable enough for daily riding. That balance is important because most riders aren't spending every day on racetracks. They're riding through cities, highways, and weekend backroads. And in those situations, the 800NK feels like it was designed to keep the rider engaged without becoming uncomfortable. The engine is really where this bike starts to shine. The parallel twin setup delivers strong low-end torque and smooth mid-range power, which makes the bike feel quick and alive the second you twist the throttle. It pulls hard enough to make highway riding exciting, but it's also manageable for riders stepping into the middleweight category for the first time. That's honestly one of the strongest things about this motorcycle. It feels fast without feeling intimidating. The throttle response is sharp, acceleration feels immediate, and the exhaust note has a deep sporty tone that gives the bike real personality. Once you get moving, the chassis feels surprisingly lightweight and responsive. It changes direction quickly, corners confidently, and stays stable at higher speeds. Whether you're filtering through traffic or pushing through twisty roads, the bike feels playful in a way that keeps you smiling the entire ride. Another thing that stands out is how much technology CFMoto packed into this motorcycle for the price point. You're getting modern rider aids, riding modes, traction control, and premium-looking electronics that you'd normally expect from much more expensive motorcycles. For American riders especially, value matters, and this bike feels like it's offering way more than people expect. The suspension setup handles bumps better than I anticipated, and the brakes provide solid stopping power with good feedback at the lever. It's clear that CFMoto wanted this bike to feel sporty but still practical enough for real-world riding. Visually, the 2026 800NK looks futuristic without trying too hard. The sharp body lines, exposed mechanical components, and aggressive stance give it serious road presence, especially at night with the LED lighting turned on. It has the kind of styling that makes people stop and ask questions at gas stations or parking lots. And honestly, that's impressive considering this brand used to be overlooked by a lot of riders in the US market. But now, motorcycles like the 800NK are changing opinions because they prove you can get performance, technology, and style without paying premium European prices. Of course, brand reputation still matters to some riders, and there will always be people who automatically lean toward Japanese or European motorcycles. But if you judge this bike purely on performance, design, features, and overall riding experience, the CFMoto 800NK 2026 absolutely deserves serious attention. It feels modern, exciting, and surprisingly refined. For riders who want a naked bike that looks aggressive, performs well, and stands out from the crowd without destroying the budget, this machine makes a strong argument for itself. And honestly, after seeing what CFMoto has done with this motorcycle, it feels like the brand is becoming impossible to ignore in the American motorcycle scene.